work together as a team. People always texting me when I'm trying to shoot my video. Maybe, maybe it's not even them. It's me. I gotta turn this off when I'm shooting. Hey y'all, thank you so much for coming back to another video. If you're new, welcome. If you're old, you already know what's good. All right, this video we're gonna be talking about some millennial nurse problems, okay? I guess this is the place, this is the channel, that's why we all here. Okay, so here are a couple struggles that I went through as a young nurse, as a new nurse, and you are as young as you feel. Like, don't feel like this is for all my 20-something-year-olds. Like, if you're in your 30s, your 40s, heck, if you're in your 50s, 60s, sis, sir, you are as young as you feel, so you are definitely welcome here. All right, let's go ahead and get into this video. Okay, y'all, so I have 3 little struggles or big struggles that you're most likely going to face as a young nurse, or at least I did. So the first struggle I had, or the first problem I always ran into as a new nurse, as an RN, especially being a millennial or Gen Z. I really don't even know which one I am.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
I don't know. I'm somewhere. I always had a problem delegating to people who are way older than me. As you guys know or may not know, nurses work alongside with CNAs. And the key word is alongside. We are working with them. They don't work for you. They are there to assist the nurse. So you might have a CNA that's like 40 years old, 50 years old. I don't think I've had somebody in their 60s, but they're out there. And, when I started working, I was 21-year-old RN. I was the youngest on my unit. So it would be kind of weird sometimes to kind of tell the tech, like, hey, what's up with my vitals? Hey, what's the sugar? Like, not even on trying to call you out, but like, you're slowing me down. Like, if it's a problem, I can get the sugar myself. I can get the vitals. And I just felt like because they were older than me, I didn't want to look like I'm being disrespectful or coming off as like I'm trying to boss them around. But one thing you guys have to learn is when you are in the hospital field, there is no you're older than me, none of that. At the end of the day, I'm the nurse, you're the CNA. So, and that's not like I'm your boss type of thing, but it's just like these are our roles. Everyone has a role to play. So when you guys get into nursing, you might feel a little weird having like a 50-year-old CNA. You might have a CNA that's older than your mom, that could be your mom, but you still have to delegate appropriately and tell them the things you need. Be nice, but be firm, because at the end of the day, we're not here to be best buds. We're here for the patient. And if what you're doing is slowing down my care, because there's certain things the CNA can do that you might not get a chance to, because they have things that you're doing that they can't do. Like, I could go past meds all day long. My tech can't go past my meds. So if my patient in room 12 is hungry, that's something that the CNA can go do, because I got other things that they can't do for me. So you have to just get comfortable telling them hey, listen, this is your role. You have a role to play, and so do I. And at the end of the day, we're all here to kind of make this a better experience for the patient, so the patient gets better. So don't feel weird like I was delegating tasks. At the end of the day, this is a job. We're not here for kumbaya. Okay, so the next thing that I always struggle with as a young nurse, and I feel like this is probably a more common one. Whenever you walk into a patient's room and you're mad young, I almost feel like they automatically don't trust you, which I guess, makes sense. But I always get asked how old are you? How long you been a nurse? And yeah, they might do this to everyone, but I feel like I run into this a lot. Not so much now, but when I first started, I don't know if it's the new grad look on me, the scared, nervous look, but patients would always be aren't you too young to be a nurse? No. Or they'll ask you, how old are you? Old enough? I went to nursing school just like Sally, you know what I'm saying? I probably did better in nursing school than Sally, okay? I probably am going to be a better nurse than Sally once I get my experience up. But it's you have to feel comfortable getting asked those questions when you look like the baby, or you got a baby face, or just you being young. Patients almost like automatically don't trust you. So don't take it personally. I never tell patients how old I am. I just say old enough to take care of you. And then I let the work speak for itself. I'm not here to prove nothing to y'all. Like, y'all are sick. I'm here to help you. And if it's really a problem, you can always switch your nurse if you want somebody who's older. An older nurse doesn't always mean better nurse, but that's a conversation y'all not ready for. But yeah, people are always going to question you. At the end of the day, like, listen, I'm here to do my job. I'm going to let my work speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? I'm here for 12 hours. So whatever you feel about me doesn't really matter to me. I don't take anything personally. As long as I leave you better than I found you, that's all I'm here for. So all that extra stuff, I don't let it get to me. I'm here to do my job and to do it well. All right, so this is the third and final thing that I always struggle with as a new nurse or a young nurse, whatever the case is. I feel like your coworkers, like, so there's a phrase, nurses eat their young, and I have definitely seen this scenario a couple times, not necessarily like to me, especially in my home unit, not a whole lot, because a lot of the staff on our unit were pretty youngish, like 20s, 30s. So I didn't really run into this, but I did run into it on a few, I think in my Phoenix travel assignment, I ran into this. I didn't run into it in New York, and I know it's going to keep happening. But your coworkers, they almost feel like they're in competition with you. I don't know what it is. I can't like pinpoint what it is, but I feel like a lot of like the seasoned nurses, when you come in as a young nurse, they're always trying to prove something to you, like they know how to do this, or this is the way that's better, or, you know, because science and medicine, it changes all the time. So how they learned something however many years ago, it's probably way different than what they're teaching in school. So I feel like some seasoned nurses are always like hating low key, like, what have I done? This is the way I was taught to do it. This is the textbook way, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna cut corners like you. And I just feel like they always feel like a conflict. They always feel like some type of pressure. Like, they're always mad. Like, why are you mad at me, Sally? Karen, why are you upset? You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like the third struggle is kind of dealing with that nurses eat their young situation. Like I said, I thankfully did not run into this at my staff job. Granted, New Orleans is lit. Like, the people in New Orleans are just lit. And then I had a pretty like youngish unit, so I didn't run into this as a staff nurse, but I did run into it as a travel nurse. You're gonna have nurses that are just upset that you're there. They're just upset that they're old, they didn't pursue further education. I don't know what it is, but like, sis, if you don't like bedside, you can go be an MP, you could go be a CRNA, you can go teach. Like, nobody told you to be stuck here for 20 years. Y'all not ready for this. But like, nobody told you to keep doing this. So like, they just be mad about the littlest things. Just like, I ain't got time for this. I'm only here for a limited amount of time anyways. I always knew I'm gonna be travel nursing, after travel nursing, I'm gonna be a whole boss. You know what I'm saying? All this is temporary for me. But yeah, just dealing with like mad seasoned nurses sometimes. That'll be a struggle for you as well.